Not only are we all in the studio, but literally we are all in the studio. Us plus more.
We got a lot of guests.
This might be the most guests we've had in a while, all in studio.
Yes. We got our boy Zach in here. Josh is holding it down. And, you know, I got an interesting DM a few weeks ago. He goes, hey, you know, I'm coming in from Australia. I know you talk about JC a lot. Mm-hmm. You want to talk some JC? I was like, I actually do want to talk about JC.
Good. Yeah, this I wondered what we were talking about.
So Lachlan is here from Australia.
Drama casually left out that I'm here.
I did not. Did I?
No, you didn't say I was here.
Yeah, no, I was
You gotta speak up.
I was talking about our guests.
You know what JC would say? JC would say, "What's a give me like a hymn or something." What would JC say?
I have no hymn. He would just say we're all here.
Make them self-aware that they are present of the pod. So Lachlan's here from Australia. He messaged me. He's like, I know you guys talk about JC. I'm big JC guy.
Yep.
He's a pastor.
Correct. I am.
Yep.
Can you imagine this is what a pastor looks like?
Well, I feel like now pastors are cool looking.
I mean, he looks
He looks like an actor on Yellowstone, kind of.
Yes. He's got his Chelsea boots. Yeah. He's got a leather shirling jacket. He got some AG jeans. I don't know. He's got a $500 outfit on.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's a compliment.
Yeah, it is.
No, it is a very good compliment. Yeah. Very good looking guy. You're big into JC. You live in the Gold Coast of Australia.
Yes, sir.
Which, you know, we all have Instagram.
Promised land.
Gold Coast looks goldy.
Yeah,
it is.
Looks goldish.
And not just because of the coast.
Yep.
Some of the other people present there.
A lot of gold, a lot of good looking golden people.
Yeah. So talk to us about, what does being a pastor mean? For those that don't know.
This is fun. I can't wait to see how you're going to do this conversation.
What does being a pastor mean? I mean, I was saying it a little bit before. It's probably that's a broad term. In the church I'm a part of, we may have 10 different pastors. And typically there might be the youth pastor, and then there's the children's church pastor. There's
you handle all the models. What is it?
Yeah, exactly.
He's the pretty people.
The good looking. If you're good looking, you're going to Locklin.
the good looking club. And then typically there's someone who is considered the senior pastor or the lead pastor. I am not that. What in Australia we call it a creative pastor. So essentially we handle a creative department that handles comms, photography, videos, social media, website, SEO, then live production, podcasts, musicians,
all the content.
Yeah, then it bleeds into the live experience.
Pastor.
Yeah, musicians, vocalists, all those different things. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
Are you Christian, Catholic? What's
Christian?
Christian. Okay.
Big JC guy.
So JC's big in Christianity.
Oh yeah, he's big. He's the one.
So
what else?
How did you get recruited? How did you get recruited into JC?
Christianity, right?
It's real journalism there.
This is
fun. Let me tell you something.
No, this is good. You should be. This is good.
Well, no, it's because I'm asking questions. Okay, if you're Jewish, if you're Hindu, and you're not Islam, whatever, you don't know this stuff.
Yeah, you're not scared to ask it, and I admire it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get recruited into JC?
My recruitment was through my family.
Okay.
I was born into it, but I had every choice along the way. So there was never you have to do this. Obviously there's an element when you're a child, you just go where your parents go. But then as started getting into high school, which is year 7 for us in Australia.
Do you curse? Are you allowed to curse?
It's probably not allowed to or not allowed to.
Yeah, you just prefer not to.
I think you fight the urge.
I try not to.
Yeah.
If I'm playing golf and it's going really badly, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah.
JC plays golf.
I think JC would give you a pass.
JC plays golf.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know that.
Why not?
That is news to me.
I think, what do you think? They're not allowed to have fun?
My only image of JC is not playing golf.
Well, this isn't actually Jesus Christ.
What's I'm not
He's not
JC,
Jesus.
just to be clear.
I know, but I'm just saying that I gather.
Just to be clear.
From the pictures, I saw more longer hair, so I didn't think you were Jesse. But I've seen only a guy in a cross
Yeah, not
with
him.
nails.
Not Lachlan.
Yeah. So golf and
Yeah. Yep.
Can you drink?
Yeah.
You like to drink? Okay. Wow.
Jesus turned water into wine.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, it was. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And so you joined the church as just like a young person just participating.
Yep.
I don't know if you heard the episode where I went to church and they told me I was going to hell. Do you guys do that?
We would believe the same thing. Yeah.
But would you tell that to a child?
Probably not in that way.
So if my kid showed up to your church
No.
out of curiosity, what are you telling him? Both of them.
Well, okay. So like they do different classes based on their ages.
But let's just say you have two.
Like the kid's going to ask, am I going to heaven or hell?
Yes.
They would say, if you confess Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're going to go to heaven.
But if you don't,
Correct.
well.
See you in hell.
Yeah.
See you in
Dee
hell.
Murthy's. You little athlete.
I don't think that's good marketing.
I understand.
Yeah, I know
What
you
would
have
you
to believe
prefer?
that.
What would you prefer if you were doing the marketing for
Jesus.
Lachlan's church or Jesus in general?
Yeah, if I was running comms for JC, I would take the approach. Our belief is that if you follow this faith,
Mhm.
that this is your path.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone asks me what if I don't? And I would say, I don't know. I can only tell you that if you do this, you will follow this
But
path.
I think he's saying it's black and white.
I think the word is pretty clear, though.
I know, but the thing is, if you're like my impression turned me off, you may have converted me. I would have been a great spokesman,
Right.
but you guys turned me off.
Well, here you are. You're coming full circle.
Yeah, but because I'm curious, because I think it's a tough pill to swallow if you do
Totally.
not come from that
Totally.
right as a child, right?
Yep.
So it's okay to say, if you do this, I think, the heavens will come to you. But if you don't, I like the path of, I actually don't know. And we're not going to tell you that it's going to go one way or the other, but I cannot stand and tell you that you're going to go to heaven.
What do you think every other religion does?
I think Islam will tell you to burn in hell, whatever. They'll do that. I think.
Do you know that?
Yes, that's true.
Yes, it's very known.
Yeah,
that is a
That's a well-known one.
Pretty outspoken.
That's a well-known one.
That's a well-known, right? And so
They go pretty hard on that one.
okay, I'll tell you in Hinduism, that's not preached, right? Like
What is?
Hinduism's a more neutral kind of feeling, and I think
Everyone gets reincarnated. Right?
yes,
Yeah, and it's based on how you live your life more than hard truths.
Yep.
yeah, and
Buddhism too is also no burning in hell.
which one?
Buddhism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's offshoot of Hinduism, so that makes sense. So, Judaism. I mean, Jesus was a Jew, so
Judaism, they're pretty.
feel hard line.
Pretty cut and dry. Yeah.
So I think, but I understand it from a philosophy standpoint. I think religion, and by the way, the reason why I was interested in having you is I actually think religion's an amazing thing. I'm a big believer in it. And I think I'm a big believer in it for society because I think we need it. And I think people are lost. And I think specifically young people need community.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I remember vividly in my childhood. We went to our version of Sunday school, being Hindu. My Jewish friends went to Hebrew school. My, Christian Catholic friends went to Sunday school. It was a big part of their childhood. So I think it's incredible for young people, and I think it's an important part of their kind of journey. But I think today, race and religion is so muddled.
So muddled.
Yeah. Wait, is your whole church white people?
No, it's pretty
You got some Aborigines in there?
yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know. I mean,
I'm just letting you talk.
I mean, what's like the ethnic makeup of if you call a pie 100 people?
I
what
mean,
percentage
it'd
is?
be pretty close to what Australia is, which it is very white in general. So we have like 6 churches across the country, all like varying in size. So once you get to like our church in Sydney and Melbourne, like it's very ethnic, because that's where.
What's ethnic to you?
Middle East,
Southeast Asian.
yeah, like a lot of Asians, a lot of Sudanese.
Really?
Yeah. In Australia, there's a lot of South Africans, like a ton of them.
Aren't there a lot of Chinese people as well? Or they just come and do business there?
They come to the Gold Coast for like holidays, but I haven't found like a lot of them to like be there. They just like
It's not a
pass
religious
through.
culture.
Intentionally.
Yeah. They're like that dinero.
You have to worship. You have to worship Xi. That's their.
Yeah, there's other
religion.
priorities. Yeah. There's other things you got to deal with.
Right.
So when like you guys as a church, are you guys feeling a boom? Like,
Oh yeah.
oh, you are.
There must be a boom.
Oh yeah, religion's
100%.
Religion's
back.
hot.
What's the
Yeah.
audience that's showing up and saying, "I need God"?
Young dudes.
for sure.
Young dudes.
The amount of
Yeah.
young women that I have come across, social media, dating apps, that have like Christian conservative, like up front and center.
Wow.
This is who I'm looking for. This is my belief.
Really?
There's a
Wow.
lot.
That's in America. That's in LA.
Yes.
Even
Can you imagine what's going on the Gold Coast?
I know.
even as a sports fan, religion has always been in sports. People thanking God. I want to thank the Lord after touchdowns. It's honestly every single response at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
That's a
pray
lot.
for their decision of where they're
Like
going to
Lane
college.
Kiffin, who went to LSU, who is completely fucking full of shit human being, said after prayer, you got $90 million.
120?
Whatever. You did
yeah.
not have to pray for that. That has nothing to do with prayer.
Right.
That is everything to do with you being a good coach. Fucking liar.
It's popular. It's strange. What do you attribute that to?
How was COVID in Australia? I heard it was horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Where we live,
Uh-huh.
the Gold Coast is in a state called Queensland. That would be similar to Texas. Like a lot of farmers, a lot of cowboys, like a lot of
So you
country.
did whatever the fuck you wanted.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like we were more that way.
You look like you lived in Texas.
Yeah, is that where the style inspo comes from?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And
Makes sense.
Sydney would be close to LA in like its vibe
I've been
and
to
its
Sydney.
approach.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What did you think?
It was great. It's
Sydney's
amazing.
awesome.
Sydney's great.
Bondi, all these places.
And Melbourne would be similar to New York in some sense. And Melbourne was in lockdown for about 2 years.
Wow.
And like they had drones.
Yeah, I remember.
Running the
I was
city.
we
Oh,
were reading about
drones.
it.
I
It
forgot
was
about the
like-
drones.
Terrible.
Australia, New Zealand, these people are psychotic.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Are you connecting that? Like, are you saying that maybe that?
I-
100% it's connected.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like people came out of that. And I wouldn't say it happened straight away. COVID, like from my angle, it made everyone question everything. Whether it was the institution they believed in, the government. I also know there was a ton of people that stopped going to church because they're like, I just did this because that's just what I do.
Right.
And then once the routine stopped, they're like, oh, I don't actually.
Yeah, JC locked me up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do you think the tie into COVID was like a acknowledgement of mortality thing, or was it like people came out of COVID a lot more conscious of their mortality, or was it like a lack of community for 2 years and church is like a very obvious place to go find reconnection?
Yeah, I think it's that. And then it's also hope and purpose because it was like, okay, everything got stripped away so easily and so quickly. And I was like, okay, what am I longing for in life? Most people are looking for some sort of purpose.
Yeah.
Of going, okay, am I really just going to work a job for the rest of my life and then one day just finish? Have some kids, maybe get married, whatever that might look like. Most people going, is there more to this whole thing than just that?
Not really.
I will say though, at least
I did say most. I didn't say everyone. I said most.
That's all there is.
We didn't
I
have
mean,
that
that's
to be-
it. That's what are we going to do? Busy sports
in the US, especially if you're public facing celebrity athlete coach, like the Lane Kiffin example, you almost think you get a free pass once you say, I sat and prayed on this.
Yeah.
And that's what Lane was trying to get away with.
Yeah.
And he kind of dicked around his school, the other school, Florida, for like the last 2 months.
But that's
and then you say, I went to prayer.
Okay, but that's a privileged person saying they did that. I'm curious, when did a, I don't know, 25-year-old walk into the church and say, Lachlan, help me, let me find God?
I mean, the dude that put me onto this podcast did that.
Really?
Yep. His name's Kai Grant, and he lives over in the UK now, and he's a DJ there and a great artist. But he walked in one day to our church, and he'd come pre-COVID just once, just by random chance. He walked in.
How old is he?
He'd be my age, 28.
Yeah.
But this would have been 4 years ago. And he just went basically that same thing of, I think there is more to life. Like I've got questions, and there is this great community here. So he walked in, and it's interesting, like partially the way I was dressed, he was like, oh, maybe I could fit in there.
Yeah. That's a good marketing.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But like, if you came to our church, like you would have like the full spectrum of like, you're literally going to have like the 80-year-old lady that walks around hugging everyone, whether you want it or not. Like she will hug you.
Yeah.
It's actually quite intrusive. It's not great.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's a church
but
thing.
you want that.
Yeah.
Totally.
You want that.
There's that. And
There's
then
a comfort to that.
You've got young families. You've got divorced people. Like you have the full spectrum. You've got people that are just asking questions. You've got people that have been there for 20 years, 2 years. Like it's,
Yeah, I mean, at least Hinduism, which is what we're familiar with, the priests aren't relatable to the modern Indian person.
They're like from the Stone Ages.
Right.
They don't wear clothes.
No, they wear
They
like
literally wear
Like
like
robe?
it's called punches. Like they literally wear like a
Like even
silk
in-
rag
it's awesome.
In like
in
Sherman Oaks?
Malibu in their $500 million piece of property that they own.
And
in
what's-
Malibu.
Right.
What's frustrating is male Indian fashion, in my opinion, is pretty great.
Yeah.
Put on one of those suits.
Put on a shirt.
Let's start with the shirt.
Yeah, you're not like these guys are fit.
But where did you go to?
We went to Malibu.
Oh, you went to
Hindu
Malibu.
temple our entire
Las
childhood.
Virgenes.
Why
Right by
not-
where you were golfing yesterday?
Right. Why not closer to?
That
you?
was the only
Yeah.
one growing up in the 80s and
Got it.
90s.
And that
Now
was specific
today-
to South Indians too.
Yeah, but even at that era in the 80s, that was the temple.
Yeah.
And today there's many temples that like our mom goes to, and you know, it's a very different experience. But like growing up, we went to this temple and like, I'm not looking at this dude that needs Ozempic that hasn't put on a shirt.
And like
I'm not
hairy
inspired-
shoulders, hairy back.
It's hairy. It's like, I'm not inspired by it.
Yeah. You'd be inspired by Lachlan.
Yeah. Lachlan,
Yeah.
all right, he's a cool dude. He got a, you know,
Yeah.
cool style. Like,
Yeah.
but I think at the end of the day, religion has to have marketing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you have to, if you want to get people on your team,
Right.
you have to sell a dream that's more relatable.
Right.
And Hinduism has the luxury of 1.4 billion people.
Yeah.
So that's why it has a head start.
Yeah.
But it's not good marketing as a religion. Like it's not, they're not, it's weak.
So what would you do for Hinduism?
I mean, Ozempic to start and some fucking clothes.
But you know the
The
conundrum.
thing is like
The conundrum
the
is-
thing is like nobody is like me telling people what's going on. Like I'm telling you, like if I was the head of Hinduism,
Yeah.
the
So
chief,
you left. You
Is that a
retired-
possibility?
You left.
That seems like an
is
opportunity.
there
That
a
seems like an
chance of
opportunity.
it is an opportunity.
You could be like the Justin Bieber pastor for Hinduism.
Yes,
Ooh, you
I'd be
could do
rich.
that.
I could do that.
You
But
should do that.
It also has this appeal because think about how many rich Westerners go to India.
I know,
go to
but
these like
You could be the, but you could be the
that's
Carl
such a small.
Lentz.
I'm talking about. Think about if
It's
you just think
essentially
about. He's gonna tell potentially my kids to go to hell. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'm going to sell you a much better dream. If we're going head to head, I just need to get these guys to lose weight, put on a fucking shirt.
You should be the Carl Lentz of Hinduism. It's essentially, I feel like it's kind of like a Rick Rubin type character.
Yes, it is.
A Rick Rubin.
But
Yeah.
the thing is I actually think it needs to be more like a Jay Shetty type character. Jay
Shetty could run.
Jay
He
Shetty
would be good.
could fucking change Hinduism.
Yeah.
You can argue he's already a religion.
He is, but I'm saying like if he brought, like if he was our
Buddhism
equivalent
is so-
of
He's a Buddhist,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
Isn't that the
Well,
whole thing? He was a
Buddha.
monk?
I think
he went to like an ashram and like found himself. And
he's Jay Shetty is a Hindu name. Like he is.
Right.
He's Hindu.
I got a question for you. Who's the Ambani's guy? Because that's who you want to be.
You want to be that guy's pastor?
You want to be, the Ambani the
Yeah.
Ambani Hindu guy.
From what
that's
I
right.
gather, they don't look like religious people.
They must
It's
have a
fake
guy.
religion.
They got a guy. They
They
have a
have
guy
a guy
somewhere.
like how Mark
No,
Wahlberg has a guy. Like,
100%
guy just
they have a
lives
guy.
in the house,
So
comes out.
I'm going to tell you a crazy
Time for
story.
church.
Not like Mark Wahlberg listens to the podcast, but
Yep.
there was an era where I was good friends with him, and I would go to his house.
Yep.
One time I was at his house, and epic dinners, wine, whatever, and we're sitting at the living room waiting for him, and I see a father.
Yeah.
That's the appropriate name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a priest, but same thing.
But he said father, in the Boston accent. Father. And I see them talking, and I'm like, damn, this dude just got like a priest just chilling in his house.
Yeah.
And I figure like, if you're like really rich, you should have a religious figure.
He just owned a priest.
In the guest house.
I
Yes.
don't know if he owned one, but like he had one.
I think
I
so.
know a
I think
bunch
the
of
same way
very
you
rich
have
people
like,
with their own.
yeah.
I feel like
in-house
your crowd's
pastors.
like a little bit more demonic.
I don't know about that.
I will say I've been to a handful of like extraordinarily wealthy Indian weddings in India specifically and in London. They're way more religious than like our weddings that you went to, Drama.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And they have all the opulence, they have all the corruption, they have everything.
But those are the people usually the most religious.
Yeah. There is sort of a weird.
There's also like
Duality there.
there's like an uptick of religion in San Francisco specifically.
Really?
Like all of these tech guys are obsessed with religion right now.
What
Like
religion?
which
Are they
one?
just curious?
Christianity. There's like Bible studies for
Are you
like
kidding?
very well-known billionaires that you know that they host,
I have
host
heard
Bible
about that.
studies. And they
Wow.
I actually went to this like lecture series about the
What
Antichrist.
religion are you? Would you
Catholic.
Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay. Grew up Catholic.
Uh-huh.
Catholic school?
For 1 year, yeah.
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 on a
Parents?
scale of 1 to 10, how religious are you?
I'll go on like Easter and Christmas Eve.
Isn't that what you do,
Right.
Drama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that? A 5?
That's like that's like
No,
min,
that's like a 7.
no, that's like min effort. That's like minimum effort.
That's a 5. That's half in.
yeah.
Toes in.
Yeah, I think it's just more like part of our. It sounds like I don't want to speak for you, Zach, but like it's just like part of the family.
Tradition.
You're
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
used to it.
Yep.
It's like part of the foundation.
Yeah,
of
like
the-
my grandma would be very upset if I didn't go on Easter and
And I don't
Christmas
even
Eve.
think about I don't think about it like as I don't know how to explain this. It's not like, oh, I'm doing a weird thing. It's just doing the thing that we've always done.
Right.
for my
It's
life.
not in the context of the religious meaning. It's the context of being around your family.
Yeah, the family culture.
And what do you think when you're there? Like what?
Oh, I enjoy it, but like I said, I don't really think about it. I don't analyze it.
Yeah.
Because I've done it my whole life.
Yep.
So it just is what it is.
I get it.
Yeah.
I like it because like cool aesthetics. You know, it
That's
feels
vibe.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going to it. I'm
Hey,
going to it.
hey, the vibe matters.
Yeah.
It does.
Churches
Yeah.
are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the thing I was talking about on
What's
like
the church you go to?
out here. Well, I go to one in like my grandma's in New Zealand, so there's
Okay.
like one in New Zealand and Auckland we go to. But in Silicon Valley right now, the obsession is with the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Like-
that's what I
Yeah.
mentioned. Demonic.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Do you have any point of view on what like their point of view is that AI and like the surveillance state
Yeah.
bring us much
I've heard
closer
that.
to an Antichrist type existence? Like, do you have any point of view on this?
Probably not like so much the Antichrist in particular, but definitely like if you say like the supernatural, like both sides of it, it's definitely like a real thing.
Yeah, because what you're referring to is basically once the robots have consciousness, how are we, part of this supernatural world when it's
Yeah.
just been created?
the point that they make is that like AI could potentially lead to the end of the world.
Totally.
And if the Antichrist historically has been like the harbinger of the end of the world, where like, you know, everything, you just kind of move on into the supernatural place. And so their point of view is that AI speeds us up much closer to a potential end of the world, and therefore could be viewed as like an Antichrist type figure.
I mean, the Bible does say like at some point like Jesus will return, but no one knows the time, day or hour of it. So I try not to get too like caught in that place, because I find that most people that do, they get very insular and they go build a doomsday shelter or bomb shelter, and they get weird.
How does it work knowing that there are other religions that have different beliefs? Like you guys have a very strict belief. Other religions have very, like, you know, I always use it in the context of sports because that's my closest thing to religion. I look at, you know, a person, you know, they thank God and they won. Did the guy that lost, he didn't thank God?
Totally.
And when you think about the world, and you think
100%.
about, you know, what's happening with AI, let's take, for example, it's going to impact every group of people, every religion, everything. How do you guys like reconcile it with all the different belief systems?
I mean, to me, when I study the scripture, when I spend time with God, there feels like there's some pretty distinct differences in all of it. Like one thing I would say that like we have not done a great job in our marketing, in our comms of JC is
You're already influencing him too much.
Is the whole thing is really based on the essence of like there's flawed people involved. So often like where most people get caught up is, well, that pastor, like they stole money or they abused someone or they said they were going to do this and they did that. And so therefore, how can I trust in this whole thing? But the whole premise is really that God sent his one and only son, Jesus Christ, to die for you and me, to pay a price that we can never pay. And there's a free gift available with that, saying if you profess Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, that is, you're going to spend eternity with him. And so people are going to get it wrong all the time. Like if you're ever around like a Christian or pastor that's like, yeah, I'm perfect and I've got it all together, I would run and hide because they don't.
Yeah.
I don't. And that's kind of the whole premise, is that there's like very flawed people involved because everyone's flawed. Everyone's got their stuff. So that's where I'd say kind of the difference is. Like an analogy I've heard before is like most religions, you have to climb up a ladder to get to heaven. Like you kind of got to earn your way there. So there's certain things you do that gets you a certain level of status that guarantees you this thing. And in this way, when God kind of flipped it on its head, where it's like, no, I'm actually going to come down to you and say, here is this free gift called grace. And that's it.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
No, I get that. I think the challenge that I think people have is they're living their life. They're trying to do their best.
Yep.
They're going to fuck up.
100%.
And how do you then go on? Like, you know, like, how does it work when they say like, you must repent? What does that mean? Is that for
You have to like
this year or that for eternity? Like what's going on?
I would say it's like,
What's the statute of limitations on?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like,
sins?
if you fucked up 5 years ago, like did something horrible, are you still good? If you,
It's just a function of asking for forgiveness, though, right?
totally.
Yeah.
If anything,
so Diddy's good.
sorry.
Diddy, he looks really happy in
You
prison.
know, all I'm thinking about, Drama, is your parents' feedback on this pod.
Yeah, me too.
Because they're
gonna love
fairly
it.
religious.
They're gonna love it though.
What would they say?
About which part?
Diddy.
You're really concerned about?
I mean, he looked very happy. He's obviously done a lot of crazy shit, and I've heard him at many MTV VMAs thank the Lord and Savior.
God. Well, look, I think the belief is if you apologize, accept that you're a flawed, sinning person, here's what you've done wrong, and make a constant attempt to do better. I
don't know if you have to make the attempt to do better. Is that clear?
Well,
because you're just saying if you just apologize and say you're my guy.
I don't think that like, okay, here's the question. It's like if you're on your deathbed and they're like, you're going to die in 5 hours, and you say, all right, look, sorry for all of it. Does it wipe it
my
clear?
bad.
Like I think that's kind of your question, right? I think
honestly, like I would say if they had a genuine heart, yes.
Yeah.
Like that happened at the cross.
Yeah.
So there was two dudes next to Jesus. That picture you were referring to with the long hair.
It's not just in my head.
The long hair
like
look.
at the Louvre, bro.
Like there's a dude there that like
They were both
does that exact thing.
Yeah, they were both robbers and committed
Oh,
murder.
they're the ones that got him there.
No, but they were alongside. Like
Okay.
getting nailed to the cross was like a classic
Got it.
punishment in the Roman Empire.
Got it.
And they were both, I believe, murderers and robbers. And
I think one might have been a murderer and one was a thief.
Yeah. And then they both repented on the cross,
Got it.
but in a genuine way. I think that like classic Christian theology is that if you repent in a honest way, where it's like between you
Correct.
and God, and you're not like, faking the funk just to say it, but you like,
But how do you determine that? It's so like.
Well,
God
it's between
determines.
you and
that's between you and
God
God.
decides.
Yeah.
And I would say if you're at that point on your deathbed, my take would be God's been working on your heart for a while. So that's probably not the first time you've thought about it.
Yeah. You're a little too late.
you can't trick God though, is the point.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't just say my bad.
Not
Yeah.
like
And not mean it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think
And-
that's probably why Christianity is so popular and is what it is like Lachlan said, it isn't like you don't have to like rise through the ranks and
No.
like get your yellow belt, your purple belt, now you're going to heaven, you got your black belt. It's like at any point you can be accepted.
Well, like the other big misconception is like sinning means you don't go to heaven, which that's not true.
Right.
Like if the one premise is just accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
That's a kind of a hot little
That's a
escape
good-
pattern.
that's a good marketing.
That's good marketing.
Yeah.
Because if Diddy ends up in heaven, that's
He
a
might.
great. That's good marketing.
He totally could. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
I mean, the thing is like religion's like a fascinating thing to me because it is, and the reason why I want to do this is because no one ever talks about religion because it's too uncomfortable for everyone. Everyone has different beliefs. Everyone's too afraid to talk about it. Everyone's afraid to give their belief or their version of it. And the reality is it's like politics. It's the same thing. When we talk about politics, it makes people very uncomfortable. People don't want to talk about it. But the reality is it's a part of our life, whether you like it or not, religion, politics, all of these things. And I think it's important for people to understand because I think people want, and the thing about religion, I think people want to accept a community. They're just afraid to get started.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
And I think the education process is important because the scale of the top religions are in the billions.
Yeah.
It's not like it's 1,000 people believe in this.
But the thing is you have to remember like our perspective of religions are slightly different because we live in a big city. We went, we all kind of got educated in our different ways. And, like if you were to if Jesus was to put a place of hell and devil, it's LA.
Yeah.
Top place on earth?
No, there's worse.
Miami.
What's worse?
There's way worse.
What's worse? I'm genuinely curious.
I don't have New Year's plans. What's worse?
I think Vegas is obvious.
Like Vegas.
Vegas, Miami. I think
Yeah,
they're
that's true. That's
way
true.
seedier than LA.
I got married in Vegas.
I think about Vegas and Miami. Okay, up until recently, the last 3 years, nobody lived in Miami. Nobody lived in Vegas.
Yeah.
So it was a place you sinned in and out. You Southwest
Yeah,
sinned.
that's true,
and you
too.
Southwest out.
Yeah.
Right, like you were not hanging out at fucking. Only
true.
recently did people move to Las Vegas and Miami. So it's like.
But it's like Democratic Republic of Congo, like Bogota, Colombia. There's like places where there's
I know,
like,
but like that's like a certain group of people. Like I think if you went to like the average person in Bogota, Colombia, they're not doing cocaine and fucking hookers. The
No,
average
he's talking
person.
about the
Talking about, like,
senseless
warlords.
murders.
yeah, but there's like
Yeah.
cartels and
You're talking
warlords
like
and-
what would be classified evil to some
like
people.
hell, like where murder is.
But maybe my perspective on a more simple level is
Bubble talk.
I would say LA feels more soulless.
Yeah, but which is
Maybe.
why there's like an insane resurgence here.
Yeah.
The worst people that I know over the last 10 years are now deeply involved with the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also.
I believe that.
Yeah,
But also, I would say for LA, like most people move here hoping to achieve something and find something,
right.
some sort of purpose. And I would say for most people, they don't find the career
That's
they
for
want.
sure.
Yeah,
And then they try other things and it's like, well, that's not filling my tank up. It's not
Right.
filling my soul up. Things run empty pretty quickly. I was like, well, what am I going to turn to? Maybe I'll give this God thing a go. And that could be other religions or meditation as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
amazing.
I do also think America has a strange nuance both on the political side and the religion side. That's not common anywhere else.
What do you mean?
it's not absolute. Right.
So like liberals because liberals here in America are not religious.
No, but he's saying in the context of politics, if you consider yourself a liberal, that could mean 100 different things
In America.
Yeah. Yes. And like
in America.
Well,
Same with
yes and
America,
no.
liberals are not known to be religious.
No, he's saying there's two different things. Is
Is that
what
what you're
he's saying.
saying?
kinda, I'm probably saying the way like the nation treats politics as a whole, like my country doesn't care we care more about American politics than our own.
Yeah.
But like we don't hold our politicians at all in any esteem, nor what they do or what they think. It's just so
And I'm not
low.
meaning this disrespectful way, but it is kind of.
That's a great preface.
And I'll tell you why. Politics of any other country is fucking irrelevant.
I would tend to
We
agree.
determine the fate of the entire world.
I don't think that's
There's a few that are somewhat
China
relevant.
is very relevant.
Yeah, sure.
I would say
Middle
China
East.
Russia is one guy.
But okay, what about like the
Yeah,
Middle East?
pretty
Like,
important dude.
The majority of
The
any,
guy kills everyone. He's like, it's done. There's no like.
There's a few. There's a few.
Think
But
about it.
the point is, compared to Australia,
I would say
I would agree.
China, Xi Jinping will probably be in power for the rest of our lives.
and MBS.
He's already been.
MBS will be the rest of my life at least.
Yeah.
Putin, the rest of my life, whatever. All these people. Only in America will the political power shift, right? And so,
It's changing UK.
but it doesn't. UK is fucking irrelevant.
Change for the negative.
he's saying the only ones that matter are us and dictatorships.
Yes.
And nuclear powers, which are like 7 countries.
Those,
Yeah.
are, those are all the dictatorships.
Yeah.
What he's saying is like there's no other democratic.
We're the only
Political
country
environment that
where
matters.
it matters who becomes president, and it changes the way the world works.
What about Taiwan?
You mean China?
It's a hot
I know my line.
Well done.
Yes, sir.
Never
I know
heard
you
of it.
can't say those words
Never heard of
in
it.
the mainland.
Oh, that's funny.
But I'm saying,
but your point is accurate.
who does anyone know who here is the prime minister of UK is right now?
Zach probably
You
does.
do you know drama?
But I know the political sentiment
No
has
clue.
affected everyone leaving.
Okay, but nobody knows.
What?
It's fucking King fucking Charles, whatever. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah. No, your point's accurate. Yeah.
No one knows who runs fucking any country, but everyone knows DJT.
Agreed.
That's true. And JC.
JC's hot. Good for you.
He
Ride
is.
the wave. So are you JC for life? Like, what's going on? All right, let's get to somebody. No, but like your profession.
Am I going to do that as a job for the rest of my
Yes.
life? I don't know. I love what I do.
Yeah.
I could easily and happily do it for the rest
Like
of my
you
life.
can pay your bills.
Yep.
Being full time.
What are you doing here in this soulless?
Part of time.
This soulless little city.
Yeah.
Writing some songs.
Oh.
For
Yep.
church.
Yep. So we would call it a worship ministry, but it's a band.
Yeah.
And we release music. It's called Southland, and that's part of my job.
What's it called?
Southland.
I recently got on Spotify some Christianity.
What did you get?
I think you're getting
It's
converted.
he's a big guy on TikTok. What's his name?
Forrest Frank.
Yes.
Wow.
He's
Great.
awesome.
You've
Incredible
been listening to
music.
it?
What?
You've been listening to it?
Love it.
I think
I
you're
could
in.
almost guarantee your kids will be
No, they
obsessed
listen
with
to
it.
it. I'm not, except for the hell. I'm for sending my kids to hell.
Yeah.
I'm all in on you guys. You
No,
guys
they
can't
don't
say
go
my
to hell if you just tell them to believe in Jesus Christ, which you're already halfway there. You're playing them the music?
I can't because I don't know what I believe yet.
How would you honestly feel if they made that decision?
I'd be happy for them.
Yep.
I think it'd be great. I would be happy if my kids were religious.
Yep.
I would not make them not be religious. I think it's good for them, good for their community, good for their future. I wouldn't even direct them in any direction. Yep. I would only expose them and let them make that decision. But music's good.
Should we get into some news?
Yes. Speaking of JC, Black Friday was record.
Thank God.
I mean, the U.S. really needed this.
Just a hard pivot back into news. Holy cow. Okay, so it is Black Friday. I guess tomorrow's Cyber Monday?
Cyber Monday.
And everything crushed.
So what's interesting...
E-com crushed. We don't have retail yet, right?
We got retail too.
Crushed?
Up
It's
3%.
up 3.
Okay.
Here's what I'll tell you. The most interesting thing about what's happened over the last few months, we all felt, we've talked about it, retail, consumer, soft. I generally speaking, I think consumers not spending money, but Christmas time, Black Friday, consumers come out. The data that came out was, I think, Black Friday was up 11%. Retail store was down 3%, up 3%. Total volume of goods was down 1%.
In-store traffic down?
In-store traffic was down.
Yeah.
And so basically it's the tariffs, inflation that basically caused the increase of spend.
Right.
But so you can look at that negatively. I can look at it also like, oh, people are just spending money. They don't go fuck. Inflation, tariffs, it doesn't matter.
I have like a devil's advocacy of this,
Okay.
which is like, are we not sure that it's just the 1% spending an insane amount more?
So I'll give you my personal experience. Yeah. On Black Friday, my wife had told my in-laws I wanted a new phone for Christmas.
I see you got it.
You see my orange guy
I've
here?
been seeing it. Yeah.
You got the 17 Pro Max.
The boomers are rich as fuck.
I know, but this is what I'm about to tell you.
It's boomers and 1% that are carrying the torch.
I'm going to give you, this is like prototypical boomer situation. My wife goes, he really needs a new phone.
I need a new phone. What about the in-laws?
So my father-in-law goes, you should get a new phone. I was like, I don't care. You have to go to the store, this, that. He's like, I'll do it for you. And the previous day, we were watching football on Thursday, Thanksgiving, and there was like a sound coming out of the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And it was driving everyone crazy. I can't hear anything, so it doesn't drive me crazy. I was like, the TV's great. Just leave it. Don't buy anything. He wakes up in the morning. He goes, I need a new TV. I'll get you a new phone too. All right, fine. I didn't say anything. My father-in-law buys a new TV, new phone, and some Tillamook cheese from Costco.
Yep.
$5,000.
New phone,
That's
new
where the
TV.
numbers are.
So you look at...
And that was just a casual grocery run.
Yes.
These were all impulse buys.
Yeah.
Impulse. It was not planned. So to your point, the people that have money are spending like... and I'm sure my wife bought a few things on the internet. I don't know. I didn't buy anything, but I'm sure my mother-in-law bought something. So
It was
just
a $10,000 weekend.
That's my point.
Yeah, in casual spending.
Literally, and you would say the average American is spending, $600 on Black Friday. It's irrelevant because the people that have money, and I asked my father-in-law, I didn't want to get a new phone for the sole reason I had to go
updating it.
No, I had to go to the Apple store. I was like, I'm not going to a fucking shopping center this weekend.
But I just want to I don't know if you know this, just to help you out. Like you can go on the Apple website.
Yeah, they deliver it.
And they deliver it in 2 hours.
Yes.
And then you hit a button that transfers it from your iCloud and you have a whole new phone set up.
I'm
also
going to
DoorDash
tell you a couple
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
One, I napped all weekend.
Right. Okay.
I'm talking, I napped Thursday, I napped
Someone could
Friday,
have got
Saturday.
the door.
Saturday, I had 2 naps.
All someone had to do was answer the door.
Haley took care of all that. And that's what ended up happening.
Okay.
But the point is that all this money was spent.
Sometimes your takes are so ridiculous. Like, I need a new phone. Everything, but it's like, I don't want to go to the store. And
Have you heard of this JC guy?
I needed a nap. Who knows JC? I downloaded my new Christian album. It won't load on my old phone. It's ridiculous. You have the wildest takes.
But guess what? I have a new phone.
Okay, so Zach's right.
He's 100% right. That the spending for the boomers, and forget the 1%. I'm saying just boomers.
I was at Century City today, and I pull up, and it's just
I was there too. What time were you there?
like 2 p.m.
I left at 1:30. Yeah.
But it was just like Range Rover, Ferrari, BMW. Like,
Yeah.
it was just insane.
Yeah. And I get it. And I think we were at a few shopping centers in Orange County over the weekend. We just went to lunch and dinner, whatever. Everyone had shopping bags, older people, whatever. Like, if you're retired and you have whatever, a few $1,000,000 to spend $10,000 this weekend is nothing.
Well, the market's also up like 12% this year. Like,
Yeah, you're fine. You're feeling good.
People have money. Yeah.
Yeah. And all those people are conservative. They think that they know what we all know is about to happen, which is interest is going to plummet and this shit's going to rip for the next 12 months. So they're spending because they know it's all there. And I think I was shocked at the double digit up on e-com. And the fact that like traffic is down, I always felt like the traffic of Black Friday would always continue, but I think it's just too long of a holiday.
Yeah.
Black Friday, I don't know what started for you guys, but it's just
like a week ago.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
because the mall wasn't crowded. It was easy to get in and out.
It also feels to me, this might be my own take that is not equal, is not the same as everyone else's, but I feel like e-com is like so competitive and like so with like ads and content and TikTok shop and this thing and that thing that like Black Friday almost means less.
Yeah. It
Like
does-
meaning like it's just almost like a fatigue
Yeah.
of just like, okay, you're just like marketing at all times. People are already like doing discounts and stuff all year. You've been doing little sales, you've been doing little whatever. And it just feels, maybe it's this year, maybe it's just me, maybe it's whatever, but it feels like Black Friday was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like not, like I said, fatigued.
So they said it was like 11 plus billion on Black Friday e-com. People are saying 800 million was buy now, pay later, which is not much.
Wild.
Yeah, it's under 10%.
No, but if you think about it in the context of what the interest rates on that 800 is, it's like 30%.
Yeah.
Is it true? I thought BNPL is just whatever. It's free.
BNPL is like 24.75. I think.
All
is the interest rate.
BNPL?
Like Afterpay and Klarna and these ones.
Well, that's
They give you like zero, they give you like 0%
No way
for 6
around it.
months, and then it kicks into like 25%,
So you have to pay within 6 months.
pretty
For
much.
most part.
But the average person is not doing that.
Yeah.
So they just get smoked.
Yeah, but you know,
That's why
so
I just wish I could see the whole picture.
Yeah,
like I think a certain group is probably propping up the spending. A certain group is just incredibly over leveraged. Another group is like crushing on the stock market, couldn't give a shit less. Another group doesn't participate in that and is worried about, egg and grocery prices. Like I think that I wish I
egg
could.
prices are
Well,
down.
you can't.
Sorry to disrespect your administration, but I'm just saying.
If you're gonna talk about inflation, pick your fucking produce.
Well, you know what I think of it?
I just wish I could see the whole picture.
Well, you can. You just have to piecemeal it.
I know that. I wish someone would do that for me. I think.
The other side of the coin where you can kind of tell that this is happening is like one of the biggest trends for this Thanksgiving were these like all-in meals. I don't know if you saw this, but it was like $100 feeds 12 people at like all these various supermarkets. So you would get
So
like,
they make all the food for you?
you make all the food for you, and then it's like turkey, mashed potatoes,
Got it.
mac and cheese, stuffing, and it's like for 12 to 14 people,
For
but it's only
$100?
$100,
Oh,
and they
that's
were
good.
sold
That's
out
crazy.
in every single supermarket.
All
Basically.
tiers of supermarkets? Or?
It's
Yeah,
a great
like-
idea.
Ralph's
Crystal
or-
Farms,
Yeah.
Ralph's, and that was like the thing that like got a lot of people through Thanksgiving. So I think that that's like much more indicative of like where most, if you think about like from a volume of people perspective,
That's also just a great product idea.
yeah, because
$100, here's your thing.
Yeah, and by the way, like Thanksgiving is gross.
The worst food.
It's the worst. It looks disgusting.
Yeah, but you don't eat meat. What do you eat? You can't even eat it. What do you eat? Corn? You eat cream
everyone
corn?
says eat the sides. I want to eat cranberry and fucking what is that stuffing?
Yeah.
It's fucking
I mean,
disgusting.
I do agree that like
it
if
looks
it was
gross. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
JC would not approve.
JC loves it. If I agree that if it was that good, we would eat turkey dinners any other time throughout the entire year.
It's a turkey industrial complex that's holding this whole thing up.
Yeah, the butterball, big butterball.
Yeah. Big butterball.
Butterball, exactly.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's disgusting food. It's not like
It's whatever. I can't even. You can't participate in the key item.
even the peripheral items are disgusting.
But turkey as a protein is objectively one of the worst. Gotta be.
I'm not mad at you, but I just think that a nice
What'd you have for Thanksgiving?
Well, I didn't go anywhere,
Okay,
so
what'd you
nothing.
eat?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just
You
normal
starved.
food. I starved.
Yeah.
I fasted out of respect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Out
But
of
normally,
respect.
when I go home at like a nice home cooked meal, I enjoyed the
No,
Thanksgiving
the thing is
meal.
I understand people enjoy the concept of a home cooked meal with your family is very special.
Yeah.
The concept of eating
I'm not like,
that
I have to
food
eat
is
this.
disgusting.
I don't think like, I have to eat this garbage.
Yeah, you can make your own Thanksgiving meal.
No, people are eating the same garbage pilgrim shit for 200 years. They have been. Whatever this fake pilgrim story where the Indians and pilgrims sat down and ate fucking lunch or whatever, they fucking didn't do that shit.
That's marketing.
It's incredible marketing.
Yeah.
You think the people
big
that
butterball.
wiped out all these Indians decided to have lunch before they brutally
No,
murdered them?
But that's the type of comms you're talking about.
That's the great comms.
They brutally murdered, and they're like, all right, guys, look, we got to figure out a way to
Yeah,
kinda
we had
spin this
turkey
on-
before we killed all these motherfuckers.
I swear we had turkey and cornbread. Everything was fine.
There was cornbread. There was,
Cream
fucking
corn.
whiskey.
Yep.
We all were having a good time.
Yep.
But shocking, the numbers were up at the level they were. It just shows that there's a resilient consumer and people are spending money.
Yeah. I agree with you. I'm just, like I said, I wish I could see the whole picture because I feel like it's a nuanced, I don't feel like it's like, hey, everything's up, we're all good. I think there's a beast hiding in the
Yeah, the beast is
shadows.
the stat you shared in one of our chats. The Vegas traffic was the biggest decline since January of 2021.
Yeah.
And that leads into the Cosmopolitan Hotel and how much they're charging for like pancakes and eggs.
Yeah.
And that's why no one's going to Vegas. They can't afford it.
Yeah,
well, that's
Vegas.
one. I think the real reason is because you can bet anywhere now.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
You
You can bet
prediction
sports
market.
anywhere, but
You can do prediction markets. You can
Slots?
also, you can do slots too.
So let me ask you a
table
question,
games.
but let's take our generation, not our parents. I think our parents' generation, Vegas was a gambling destination.
Yes.
I do not believe Vegas today. To me, it's an entertainment destination today. It's the best restaurants, your favorite DJ if you want to go to a club.
But the margins on all that is nothing.
No, that's fine. But the foot being the traffic is down.
Yeah.
And someone that goes to, I have to go to Vegas tomorrow. Like I'm in fucking Vegas way too much.
Mhm.
It is so goddamn expensive.
Yes.
Like you go to lunch.
But I think that the point of it being so expensive is they have to make up for the fact that people are gambling there less. And so they have to take all of the things that people are doing, which they have to do, which is eat and be entertained, et cetera, and jacking the prices up on that. So they're like squeezing it everywhere else because they're losing so, like, I know like the people who own the largest casino in the world, and they're just printing cash and it's all online.
Yeah.
And and they're literally just taking market share from Macau, Vegas.
So you think it?
Okay, what about other metrics? What about air travel? What about, it wouldn't just be Vegas. What other,
I think they had the biggest decline.
but that checks out. If they have a bigger decline than any other.
Yeah, like than Atlanta or
Travel,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem in general, doing anything is just too expensive. Particularly eating out is way too expensive.
Eating
and
out's gotten fucking insane.
It's insane.
It's fucking nuts, especially out here. It's nuts.
It's nuts. I went to the Honor Bar today, which is a Hillstone Group restaurant with my family of 4. My bill was $250.
I can't get a lunch anymore under $50 in LA.
No.
like a sit down lunch.
Is that just because like the economics don't make sense of a
Yeah.
fucking restaurant?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's because
The rents are so fucking
yeah,
high.
exactly.
And like the permitting, you have to like wait so long to get permitted to build the thing. And so you're so underwater by the time it opens that you have to just hit the ground running.
And by the way, all these like fine dining restaurants that you assume charge enough to pay their bills, they're all going out of business.
I can't believe how many places in West Hollywood, like on Sunset, are
Oh, Sunset's a
ghost town.
dead.
Well, it's also the rent on Sunset is so fucking
I know,
high.
but that's like the most prime, like, you know, other than like Rodeo and that,
Yeah.
that's like the most
Yeah.
prime.
And no restaurants survive. They all go out of business.
It's
But it's like I heard Lavo's shutting down, for instance.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably like 50 grand or more a month.
I
Just-
would assume it's more.
I
Yeah.
would assume it's more too.
Yeah.
It's a big space.
Yeah, it's probably between 50 and 100 grand a month. Just
But so what happens? Do those rents come down? Like what
I don't
happens?
think so. Well, I don't think so because there's this whole thing where if the rents come down, the property values get
Yeah, I
re-rated.
actually don't think they'll ever
So
come
can
down.
the people that own the real estate
They'll
just
reuse the
afford
space.
to
They'll-
take the L for like until
No,
they fill
yeah.
it? No rush to
Well,
fill
if
it?
they own the building,
Right.
they have no incentive to like have the value of the equity in the property go down.
Right. I'm just saying there's a lot of places sitting empty on Sunset
It's
right
cheaper
now.
to keep it empty than
It's cheaper to
lower
keep it
rent.
empty. Yeah, exactly.
And that's
Then take a lower rent.
yeah, and that will continue on for quite some time.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. But you know, one of the things over the weekend that was the most entertaining, Trump gave a lot of press conferences.
I missed them all.
They
You
were
missed
good.
him.
I missed them.
They were really good.
Did you see his putt?
I saw his chip in. It was
Chip in,
that
oh,
was yeah, way better.
So he went golfing with Wayne Gretzky. I don't know who the other people are.
Brooks Koepka, I think.
Okay.
Right?
Who's that?
Yeah, he's like a professional golfer. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who else. Who else?
Oh, Brett something. He's a Fox News guy.
Oh
Fair.
yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
I can picture him.
Yeah. So those are the four. All I saw is his
Hold
little
out.
walk-off chip.
I gotta say, Zach, what's your take? I think he's actually shockingly good at golf. Do you think he's able to manipulate the footage of him golfing?
I think that's part of it. I think the White House like press corps does a really good job of making sure.
I think he
Totally,
really
but like,
cares.
did you watch the Bryson DeChambeau
Yeah,
under? What's it?
where he went golfing with him for the day, and
Yeah,
they
wasn't
tried
that
to
like
break.
undeniably
No, he's a
impressive?
good golfer, but you got to think he owns a golf course. He's been golfing for 30 years.
No, but everything looks so wonky, you know.
Yeah.
But like he does it.
There's people with ugly shots.
old people-
in basketball that are good.
But also in golf, like there are old guys who just like look like they have the worst swing of
Sure.
all time,
Man,
and they
it
can
is-
just kind of make it happen.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, he constantly has a golf highlight clip. I go golf every weekend. You see no highlights from me.
Do you
This guy has a
understand
highlight
how-
clip every
I
weekend,
know,
and
but
he's running the country.
It's very important for him to have the golf clip. In his
True.
mind, to have the golf clip and then low interest rates, that's like the combo that he's.
Okay, here's the question: do you think he's sitting there with the ball and taking 20 attempts at that hole out?
No, I don't think that's happening. I
Okay.
think
So all I'm saying
when
is,
he hits the shot, he's going to, Marianne, get that shit?
all I'm saying is, you know, I golf every weekend. How many times do you see me post a shot like that? I would post it if I had it.
I think you suck.
But here's the I think
Clearly,
here's the nuance here.
You need
He's-
to find JC for that ball.
man, it's just like every weekend this guy has a highlight clip.
Yeah, I have to say, Drama, even what you posted over the weekend, it was so far away. I couldn't really see
we don't
where
know
the
if you're
ball
good.
went.
Because it's not nothing. If I posted where the ball went, you'd be like, all right, skip.
But here's the thing: he's like probably golfing like 2 or 3 times a week,
Yeah.
and he has somebody recording every part of it. You know,
No, but-
and so anytime anything cool happens, they just post that, and then if he slices a drive off
Yeah.
of a random hole, that never makes it.
No,
you know.
you're right.
Yeah.
And look, maybe I'm a victim of the propaganda. I'm just saying to be as busy as his schedule must be, and every fucking week have a highlight clip.
I think he's just golfing a lot.
It's impressive.
Yeah, he-
I think he's just
You
golfing.
know,
a
Biden
ton.
was at
That's
the beach. This
impressive,
guy
too.
was at the golf
Yeah.
course. So the other two big pieces of news was one, it feels for the first time that I actually believe the Ukraine-Russia war is over. And the main reason why I believe that is because they all got, it's clear in the documentation that they're all going to get a pass in Ukraine for the grift of stealing money. And that's going to be the trade. Zelensky, you can go back to YouTube doing your jokes,
Right.
keep your fucking money, but you're giving a portion of Ukraine away to Russia.
Yeah.
And I actually, for the first time, I never believed it before, but the more and more I read in the nuances and how the deal is being made, it's basically like you get amnesty. All you fucking criminals get amnesty for stealing all this money. But that's the freedom.
Can I play devil's advocacy here? Which is, I think that the amnesty works both ways because there are so many Americans that are complicit in this.
But don't we benefit of a reconstruction of Ukraine?
We benefit of reconstruction, but we also benefit on all of the weapon supplies, all of the general supplies, all of the military intelligence. Like we are in a very circular way getting paid for all of that stuff too.
So don't you think we would make more money with peace with Russia and Ukraine? Because we're not making money off Russia.
We're not making money off Russia, but we wouldn't make money off Russia if there was peace either.
I think the way that I read it is that we would. Is that like the powers that be, and that's what upset, I don't know if it's New York Times, Washington Post, is basically Witkoff went there and made a bunch of deals with Russian, oligarchs saying that, hey, we're participating in everything.
Yeah.
And so that's my only kind of optimistic view is that like because I don't know what the purpose of the war at this point is. It feels like Afghanistan in the US, which served no purpose. At this point, Russia, Ukraine serves no purpose. Just people have died.
But it's their countries. Afghanistan included us, other than money for us in this conflict.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's like, okay, what is the end benefit for Russia and Ukraine in this war?
Here's what I think it is the second that they allow the concession into the Ukraine, everybody else in Europe is so freaked out by Russia right now.
Yeah,
Poland, all of these countries that are so close. So if you allow this concession to happen, these countries will be very, very, like much, much more stressed because Russia's even closer. Yeah. And now it's been proven that like, at least the United States is willing to like come to some sort of accord with Russia. And so all of it, like.
So what does your right wing buddy say?
About what?
The Russia-Ukraine situation. Like, do you then, from that perspective, then you can't give in.
You can't, or you just wait until there's like what's happening right now in Western Europe is like an intense level of like reindustrialization and remilitarization of these countries that have been generally pacifists for a really long time. So if you look at like places like Germany, they are like turning all of these old like BMW, Audi factories, et cetera, into like factories for Rheinmetall where they're making tanks and missiles. And like in Poland, they're like, all of these countries that are right there on the border, they are now building up all of their arms and armaments and like creating all of these new industries to basically offset the chance that like Russia attacks them one day. So I think what is happening is they're actually just delaying it until that has like been stood up a little bit more and they feel a bit more comfortable in the level of like military.
But that's in the event that this is pre-solving what happens with Russia and Ukraine.
That's
like,
right.
Assuming that like nothing happens and this is status quo.
Yeah.
That's tough because if that's the case, then we're so far away. Whereas I feel we're close.
My rough guess is still like a year plus away.
Really?
That's just my guess. But
what makes you feel close? The vibe of the press conferences.
The
vibe.
I think I feel the grift is too good for peace.
But I thought you said we were close to peace.
I'm saying that I think having peace, there's too much money to have peace. Like I think that's why.
That's also true.
I think Witkoff, the article that came out, I don't know if it was New York Times, Washington Post, just look it up. But like basically, he is making pretty insane deals with Russian oligarchs, military people about the reconstruction of Ukraine and what a new Russia would look like with US. You have to understand, US companies have not been able to do business with Russia in this entire time. I don't know how many years it's been. And then there's $300 billion frozen of Russian money in Europe.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that are happening where it's not really frozen.
Fine. There's some amount of money.
Sure.
That's going to unlock with some sort of peace. And I think, I don't know, man, it just feels like if you're just caring about money, maybe peace could be the move. I think war was the move for money, but I think Zelensky's lost his, it's clear. Now everyone knows they stole the money.
Yep.
It's in
they
the
stole.
fucking
Yeah,
docs.
they stole enough.
I also just feel like they've lost their like it's not on trend anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
I
fine.
hate to say that, but that is what I think.
Yeah.
Like there were like where everyone had Ukraine stickers all over their cars and in your bio and
Yeah.
everything. Like I just feel like it kind of.
Yeah. So
well, even the Ukrainians are tired of it, which is
Yeah.
like I think the closest thing that we have to peace is that like the actual Ukrainian population is pretty much over it now.
Yeah, because Zach's seeing it from the defense spending side of the private companies, which I'm assuming where he's getting this information that they're buying all this shit in Germany, Poland, and countries that are potentially threatened, where if they're redirecting their biggest industries to do military stuff, that's a telling sign it's not ending anytime soon.
Or are they doing that just in case something else happened? Because now they're on edge. Now there was two.
Well, the point of view is like Russia will get Donbass and then like this other part of eastern Ukraine,
Right.
and they're like that brings them really really close.
Right.
Like that brings like the missile strikes and all these things to like for places like Poland, like it's right there basically, and so they just do not feel comfortable enough to just be like, oh, there's peace, and now Russia is like 300 miles closer.
Right.
Like and so there's a lot of things being figured out with all of that.
the other big news with Trump stuff over the weekend is there was a shooting at the White House where a National Guard was murdered
Well, in DC.
in DC.
Not
It wasn't at the White
In
House.
front of the White House, right?
It wasn't directly in front.
It was close. It wasn't at the White House, but it was close.
Yeah, it was close by.
Close by.
And in that, it kind of got muddled with there's a crazy amount of fraud that happened in Minnesota.
The Somali
with
fraud.
The Somali
Yeah,
fraud.
that was
Nuts.
wild.
I mean, this is like
What's that? I don't know that.
Oh man, it's fucking nuts.
And how does it tie into the National
It,
Guard?
it
It
basically, and I'll tell you, because it was an Afghani person that was let into the country because of like amnesty issues of, I forgot, Operation Allies. I forgot what was the cause. And that individual ended up being the person that killed the National Guard.
Yep.
And then in Minnesota, there's this insane like Medicare fraud, all kinds of fraud of basically taking Minnesota state funds where it was funneled back to terrorists in Somalia.
Right. What?
Which just me saying that casual, that's insane.
No, it's nuts. There's like tens of billions of dollars to like Al Shabaab and like
Tens of billions.
African
out of
ISIS.
Minnesota. Guess who's the governor of Minnesota?
Was it his like
Tim Walz.
oversight?
But by the way, his own Department of Homeland Security in Minnesota went so hard on him on social media, basically exposing that we told him, because they're covering their ass. So
Right.
we told him this. He didn't do anything about it. And so now what has incurred is this like national security issue of like, okay, there are countries we're no longer giving people asylum. We are looking at everyone we gave green cards and immigration to from these countries, and we will deport them. People don't realize like the secondary consequences of like dumb policies.
Yeah.
Like stupid Tim Walz doing what he does is actually going to get innocent Somalians fucking deported
Right.
because of this.
But is that just radical incompetence? Like, how does something so wild happen like that?
I think it's incompetence.
It is incompetence.
I think it's been happening for decades across every state.
But this one was like-
just became
this was so egregious.
Well, funneling
Yeah.
money like to certain organizations and stuff feels new, right?
technically they were. It's kind of like the PPP fraud back in COVID.
No, it was way worse. It was basically like these Somalians were basically saying their children were becoming much more autistic, and the autism rates in the Somalian community over the last like 6 years went up 8x because they realized that like it's very difficult to tell if someone actually has autism.
Right.
It's obviously a spectrum, so you can be like, yeah, he's kind of autistic, and get a bunch of government money for it.
and they stole
And then
it.
they take all the government money and then they start funneling it back to their home country,
Right,
where
right.
it obviously gets
I see.
sort of controlled by not ideal parties.
That's the problem with this empathy shit, man. It's like it's so easy. And I mean, like, what I mean, just to clarify, is like when empathy is placed higher than any other, virtue or characteristic, it's so easy to game.
Yeah.
Because all you got to do, if it's who's the biggest victim and you get the money and the things with no questions asked, it's so easy to game that system.
Yeah, and I think it, unfortunately, so these people who participate in this are going to effectively hurt all Somalians, probably all Africans broadly in America. A few bad actors. And so,
In
and
a small
that
way,
is,
I would say all immigrants, really.
yeah, and it's going to go like there are now Republicans saying all third world countries, all brown immigrants, all whatever. Like it's going to.
That's a wild statement.
But that's where
all
it's going to
brown
head.
ones. That's the problem.
Thank God I was born in Atlanta.
Yeah, but that is the problem. Then there's also the like other, there's an extreme reaction to.
Yeah, and unfortunately that's what's going to happen, right? It's going to go swing the other way. It's going to be like extremely racist. We're going to deport everyone, and somewhere in the middle is the right answer. But that's where we're at right now.
Right.
All right, I want to do this last topic. There's a super viral video that went on Twitter and X and Instagram about the sneaker market.
And that it's dead.
Basically, a sneaker store reseller talked about how slow the market is, how prices have collapsed, and basically engaged in like insane commentary from consumers, from brands about the market.
Right.
I have a very unique perspective. We've probably sold at Ghost over $100 million of resale sneaker streetwear stuff in the last couple of years. Probably know it better than anyone else. And I'll tell you, there's a couple reasons why sneaker streetwear culture is dead. It starts with one, it was basically based off of the last decade was based off of Nike and Kanye. Nike is irrelevant. Kanye is irrelevant.
Right.
So that's the first two problems. Next is there's no product innovation. So the person that created the competition, Kanye, has not released the shoe in, I don't know, 5-6 years. I don't know when the last Yeezy was released.
Right.
And in that time, a lot of new brands launched On Running, Hoka, Asics, New Balance, you name it. And so there's a product issue that there's not like great innovative product. Like people don't appreciate it, but like when Yeezys dropped from Adidas, it was revolutionary. We had never seen a shoe compete with Jordan in our lifetime, like for young men. And then you add the fact that like hip hop music, street culture is dead.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's that stat of like, it's the first time in X amount of years that a rap album isn't on the
charts. Yeah.
So my music in my car is like top 50 Spotify. I don't think there's a fucking rap song on it. Zero.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's zero.
It's like country, Sabrina Carpenter.
It's
Morgan
country.
Wallen.
It's like, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Right.
It's weird pop that I don't get, like Chappelle or Rowan, whatever.
Right.
Like it's a lot of random music. And then because the music is not relevant, the trickle down is that nothing else is relevant. Yeah. The clothes are not relevant. What these people are doing are not relevant. And I was even looking at like NLE Choppa, who had like a big tour this year.
Yeah.
He has 15 million monthly Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
Guess how much Shabuzi has? Do you listen to Shabuzi?
No.
I listen to Shabuzi morning to night. He's my favorite artist right now. He has 20 million.
Yeah.
And he's not culturally relevant. Shabuzi.
Like, what do you mean?
In the sense that he's not influencing.
He's influencing Locklin.
But I don't think people are, waking up.
Like dressing like cowboys? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the peak of rap, like what Kanye and Travis and A$AP Rocky wore and acted and spoke was how young people do. I don't think they give a fuck anymore. They don't give a shit what anyone in hip hop is doing. They don't dress like them. They don't listen to the music. Drake sure has 80 million, listeners. I think Kendrick has 60, 70. but they're not dictating culture at all. They're not the culture of
You're
young
saying
people.
they're not dictating consumption, but I do think the way Lachlan's dressed is. I watch College Game Day every weekend. Typically, they're in the SEC, the South, and you see the crowd. They're dressed like this.
Yeah, but that's nothing to do with hip hop. It's dead.
I know. My point is, Shabuzi.
That might be Shaboos.
I know, but it's Morgan Wallen. It's Post Malone.
Sure, yeah, but
I'm just saying. I use Shabuzi, who's not the biggest star in this genre. He has that many more listeners than a guy that just did a stadium tour that people are saying is so influential with NLE Choppa or whatever. But like. He's just not, like not as relevant. I don't know. Maybe NBA YoungBoy. I don't know. Maybe he's bigger, but like these people are not as influential as they were 15, 20 years ago. Kids have moved on. And part of that is there's new things that they're interested in, right? Like one is cards are on a rocket ship. Anything, sports cards, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Investing is way bigger.
Gambling
is way bigger.
Yeah. So my point, like my point of view on this is that like the hustler economy is like much more zero sum than a lot of people think. And there was actually a point in time where you can make good money flipping shoes.
Yeah.
And then that like compressed.
Yeah.
And now everybody's attention, like there was this interesting Twitter post. I don't know if you saw it. It went pretty viral of like how it's basically impossible to be rich, compounding your wealth in the public stock market anymore.
I think it was Sam Lesson.
Which basically moves all of these young people to like gambling, prediction markets, leverage trading, all of these things. And I just think that like you cannot make money with sneakers anymore. And so that like the cultural aspect of it is one issue, but I think the bigger issue is that there's no money to be made in it. And so now everybody's going to like course selling, day trading, gambling.
But don't you think the reason why you can't make money is because like, just look at the shoes we're all wearing. Well, none of us are wearing the brands.
Well, they also oversaturated it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if Kanye woke up tomorrow and launched a proper athletic footwear line, I think he would probably revive the footwear market.
I think for maybe like a year or so, but then all of these guys get so greedy.
I mean, they had a good run.
Yeah.
There's, 15-year run, 20-year run where sneaker reselling was the biggest thing, amongst like young men.
Yeah.
But I think like that whole culture, like the culture that Young and Reckless was built on is fucking dead.
Weren't you just at Complex Con recently?
Yeah. And I said it was all Korean and Japanese.
Yeah.
That's different. That's more of a fashion culture. But this resale sneaker thing, it's just dead.
Yep.
Like who do these young people look to for influence? I don't know.
They look to like day traders and course sellers. I'm not even joking. Like, I don't know if you've seen this one girl. I think her name is Shelby Sapp. Yeah. She's like, do you know this girl? Yeah. You should look into her. She's pretty interesting. She does like, she course sells on how women can sell things. And she's like making, I think it was like $2 million, $3 million a month.
How's she look?
She's attractive. Yeah. She's like a Miami girl.
Yeah.
But like, I think that's
a big part of it.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But I think that's where all this attention and money is going to is like, into these, like, it's the numbers on online gambling specifically are fucking so nuts.
And that's why I'm all for banning Polymarket, Kalshi, all of it, DraftKings, FanDuel, all of it should be banned.
Yeah.
JC would not approve of any of that. Yeah. And then I was even thinking about it from the perspective of like, I live near the Supreme store. I drive by it fucking every day. It's not busy. And it feels Supreme and Jordans feel like boomers.
It does.
Even in the Kevin Hart special, he took shots at Jordan. He used to be untouchable. Jordan as like a person in pop culture to take a shot at.
Yeah.
That was an unbelievable special, by the way.
It has to be like our age, though. I don't think a young person resonates.
It's a boomer special.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called Act My Age, right?
Yeah, Act My Age. It's literally for people, boomers.
I'm trying to think about the streamers because I feel like the streamers care about.
They don't wear brands. Do you see
they
any
wear
brands?
designer stuff a lot, though.
Exactly.
I
also think they want to check.
Every streamer is subsidized by a gambling company too, though.
True.
That's where they're making all of it.
Like fashion matters there.
I'm not saying fashion doesn't matter. If you told me they're all wearing designer, then
I think that's what it is.
reiterates my point is that like this youth culture of attainable brands is completely done. Dior, Amiri, Vuitton, whatever, they're all going to be fine.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm trying to think about like what is the, like, where are young men getting, what's the culture?
I think health and wellness is one.
But do you think you think young people give a shit?
No, it's also like Playboy Cardi, Yeet, like these kinds of guys. And they're all just in like Balenciaga.
Designer,
yeah.
So I feel like it's back to what it used to be, which is designer. Yeah. And then like the smaller brands or the, people that can just knock off the latest look from Balenciaga.
Okay,
and
so
make
let's
an
take a
oversized hoodie.
Yeet or
like Chrome
Playboy
Hearts is
Cardi.
probably doing in stupid amounts of money right now.
Yeah, Chrome Hearts is probably
so let's take Yeet or Playboy Cardi. You know who those guys are, listeners. But think about it. When I started 5'4", it was Kanye.
Yep.
Those two guys, I don't give a fuck. They're not even on the same planet.
For young people, though, if Playboy Cardi walked down the street in LA, it would look like Kanye 10 years ago.
That's true.
But I don't think I want to see the impact on sales.
Yeah.
Kanye, when he wore a pink polo, as someone that sold millions of polos, my business went up because he wore a polo.
Yeah.
Right. But also, like, name anyone else.
There isn't. He was the whole culture.
So I think there's also like just a phenomenon of like a human being.
Yes, and
their impact.
Yeah, I actually do think Kanye is the reason why his like not.
Because I would also argue that even like the Playboy Cardis, maybe not him specifically, I don't really know, but like they all were sort of like the followers of Yeezus.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Lachlan, not to
be blasphemous.
But you know what I'm saying? Like they were like the followers. Yeah. They were like the.
I get it. I've seen. I mean, like everyone dressed like Playboy Cardi, like the young cool kids. It just, I don't think it's mainstream anymore.
What, Playboy Cardi's not mainstream?
Yeah, like I don't think like the way Kanye. It's kind of like 2 years ago. I was telling someone who works with me at Ghost, we were talking, we've sold like obscene amounts of all these, every brand you could name, the hottest brands. And I was like, Travis Scott is the investment banker shoe.
It's like the rich European fat guy now.
Yeah, it is literally the rich European fat guy. Or in New York, it's like I'm in private equity, I'm in finance, I wear the Travis Scott shoe. And I see it. I go out to, it's how I felt 5, maybe 10 years ago who I saw wearing Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this shit's fucking dead.
That's true.
Instantly, I knew 10 years ago Jordans were dead because it was the dads.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I would go to fucking drop off my kids and I saw Jordans. I was like, oh, this shit's a wrap.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't, if your dad is wearing Jordan Supreme, anything I'm wearing is dead.
But there's
if you see me wearing your brand, you're fucked.
But there's also the one thing I would say to that.
Totally fair. Yep.
Solomon, done.
Yep, totally done. No problem.
The one thing I would say to that, there is some stuff that like dads wear that is just doing better than ever too. Like luxury watches, Laura Piana, these sorts of things.
Fine, that's luxury.
Yeah.
I think the dads will always win on that, just pure out of money.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for youth culture,
I think it's just fragmented is the reason, and the celebrity that resonates with youth culture. The half-lives are so small now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That you're famous, like even all the TikTok kids when we were talking about it during COVID, I don't know if any of them are as big as they were 4 years ago. Now you have the streamer generation. They're huge. And how long are they going to last?
You know what I would love to see is like if we were able to get an 18-year-old kid, a 16-year-old kid from LA, New York, Texas, Florida, Chicago, one male, one female. And I want to know what influences them.
Well, I'm sure we can do that.
And I'm sure it'll change every 6 months where when you only had a few mediums when we were like in our 20s.
But you only had one crazy stat? You know what the number one streamed rap album yesterday was?
Yes, the Kid.
Who else?
He would know. I don't listen to music.
Guess.
Okay. What would you guess?
Is he Yes the Kid, Timothée Chalamet?
Allegedly.
That would be the greatest thing that ever happened in all of entertainment.
Okay, so
are
who do you
you
think?
familiar with that?
Yes, I've heard it.
What?
Number one rap album yesterday streamed on Spotify.
I have no clue. Zero clue. NLE Choppa.
Graduation.
Oh yeah. Why?
That's my point. There's been nothing
Right,
since
nothing
this guy.
happened.
Nothing's happened. When did Kanye come out? 2002?
Yeah,
2003?
I think that's a great point. I think the point
The whole industry was based off of one dude.
Yeah. I think if
And
that's
he's
the point.
not relevant anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not mad
From
at
a
that.
fashion standpoint.
Yeah.
Musically, you can go, there's a lot of influential people, but like fashion, he was it. We all dressed like him. We all wore the shoes. I mean, I can't tell you how many brands I bought because of Kanye.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame. We lost him.
Yeah. Lost it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
it?
right. Well, incredible episode, guys.
Yeah, this was, wide reaching.
Yes. It was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
Totally great.
Thank you guys for coming. We have a couple, one shout out. Yeah. All right. One from Sunny Patel. Drama Habibi moved to Dubai.
All right.
Honestly, I think that's a good move for you.
Yeah. What was that based on? Do we know?
He must.
Oh, about the crime.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm not
Dubai
mad.
right now is popping off.
Yeah, he didn't even leave his house for Thanksgiving. He could have had a nice meal in Dubai.
Not only that, it would have been tax free.
Tax free.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm open to the idea.
Next one from Arish. Hi guys, love the pod. Huge fan. Shout out. Can you call my older brother Noble a bitch? Hey Noble, you're a fucking bitch.
That's sick. Fuck you, Noble. That's funny.
Second, please take this with a grain of salt, but it would be awesome to hear more guests. I love the episode with Sneaker Steve talking about pitching to Walmart. Here are my recommendations on possible guests. Not realistic. 1, Rob Deerdick.
That's realistic.
That's realistic. An illegal immigrant from one of your Ubers.
Also realistic.
That is realistic.
Yeah. You could just take an Uber here and then
Yeah.
pay him to come upstairs.
3, Vivek Ramaswamy. That's pretty realistic. I think that's possible.
Possible.
4, random connection you have in Europe or China to hear their view. 5, random person in Hollywood to hear their view. 6, anyone who's not rich making less than 100.
Sorry.
Not realistic.
That's not realistic.
Sorry, number 6, impossible.
That's the least realistic. Wouldn't even know where to find it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
All right, those are good suggestions. And Noble, you're a bitch.
Yeah. That's a quality shout out. All right.
All right,
That's
guys.
it. Lachlan, thank you. Zach, thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone have a good week.
Peace.
Peace.